Welcome back, everyone. Hey guys, so a little while ago we did a video where Marcus interviewed me and asked me some questions that were kind of unrelated to each other, but this one is going to be a little bit more fathers related / Father's Day related, so I've written down some questions to ask you, babe. You ready? You ready?
Oh, I guess you have the questions, not me.
I don't know why you're looking for questions.
It's like, where are they?
So anyway, I wrote down some questions to ask Marcus that are just a little bit about why he loves being a dad, and yeah, so let's get into it. I've got some very specific questions. Let's see if you can answer them. Okay, starting off strong. I put why did you want to become a dad so young? But I think a better way to phrase the question would be, why were you okay with becoming a dad so young? Aside from the obvious reasons.
Or why was I okay with becoming a dad so young, or why did I want to become a dad, period?
Kind of both. I think both of those questions kind of like are one and the same.
I think the reason that, or maybe like three main reasons that I want to be a dad, just like period, just like as a man, like a goal in life to become a dad is like, one, just like it is almost normal in a way, like the next step, like you're married and like so you have kids, like, and like to have a family like that, like step, like that stage in life is like so like appealing because it is so secure and so like it's so full of joy and so like full of just like comfort and like love. Those all seem like comfort, joy. But like
it's true.
To be like a family is just like such like a fun like and like desirable thing. Yeah. That like I think that's like one of the main things of just like it just is so desirable to like, to me at least. Some people we get comments, I feel like sometimes, and it's like, I would never be, I don't like people. I don't ever want to have a family. I'm like, it's so fun. True, like that doesn't. Yeah. So like I think that is a huge like just like off the top like a reason that I want to be a dad, and like why I love being a dad is just because like just like like having a family of your own is so cool, especially as a man, just to like start your own family, super cool. But number two of that, like I really wanted to just like have like someone like being a kid that like just you'd see grow up and like that you get to take care of and like care for. And I mean it's hard because like you're dying to yourself to like care for them, but like I just like it's so, once again, so appealing just to like care for like someone who like it's a massive task, like it's such a huge, like the gravity of that role is huge, but like the reward of like growing, like seeing a little person grow up to be an adult and like caring for them that whole way is just like so rewarding and so like I love it so far, and I knew that like I really wanted that, so that was number two of that. But then like number three of like why I wanted to be a dad when we became parents is just like I have relatively young parents and I have friends who have relatively old parents, and no matter what I want to do in my life, like as a 20-year-old, I know that I want to be a young parent, and I know that like there's this desirable, like I want to have a family, I want to start a family, and there's nothing that I want that is like exceeds that I need to get out of the way first. You know what I'm saying? Like I once again see comments all the time that are just like, you're wasting your 20s, or like you're supposed to experience life, and like this is the experience that I want to have, that I've always wanted to have. Like I've always just like wanted to be a dad, wanted to be a husband. And it's not bad like to like, oh, the experiences of your 20s. And for some people, legitimately, for some people, the experiences that they want to have, that they desire to have, that they're supposed to have, is not having a family.
No.
It is other things, and that is okay. And it doesn't always have to be like a sinful, like going out and doing like the worst.
Well, we
things.
joke about that. It's like everyone's like, don't want to experience life. And we're like, your version of experiencing life is like going out and drinking and
if you're
not remembering what you did last night.
Yeah.
And that's not appealing to us. But that's not always the case, obviously.
But we have friends who went through college, who
were not married in their 20s.
Right, who are
And
not
they're
married in
early
their
20s,
20s, or maybe even are and don't have kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, there's so many ways to experience it, and like ways that you may want to or may choose to go about it.
That are not unbiblical or wrong.
That are not, none of them, it doesn't have to be going about it in a wrong way. But like, this is like so much what I wanted, so much what we want.
Question number 2. Do you think we follow stereotypical, like, mom, dad, like, roles? Like, would you say that, like, you have a different perspective on, like, the things that fall under, like, being a dad versus, like, the
Do I have a different perspective?
Yes. Versus, like, the stereotypical, like, the dad is kind of disconnected and
I hope not.
Not involved. No. That's obviously not the way that I view you at all. But for you, maybe a better question is, like, what do you intentionally, like, seek to do because you love Wes and you love me that is just different from, like, society's standpoint?
Like the TV dad that's just, like,
kind of, but I think just in general. Like, and how do you find, like, a balance of not trying to play mom, but still being dad and being, like, helpful?
I think some of that comes into play a little bit more as your kid grows up, because like even like in like telling your kid what to do in a way, or like punishing or not punishing, or like in a way of like guiding them more later on, it's more clear, like mom versus dad roles, and stereotypically it's more polarized, those two roles in that, like later on. I think now, like the biggest thing is just being like, is like literally just like serving your family, rather than like I have no, I don't have friends. I know people who like talk about like being a dad and they're like, yeah, like the first few months there's nothing to do because like you can't play with your baby. And I'm like, well, whether they are doing that or not, like there is a lot to do. Like you're just not taking the initiative to serve your family. And like, sure, I could, cause like technically you feed him, you could change him, you could get up with him in the night, you could put him down for a nap. Or I can help with all those things to the best of my ability. I can't feed him. If I could, I would. But like,
well, now you kind of can. Actually.
With a bottle, I guess, yeah, I could. But like, I could sit in the corner or in another room and play video games, or like after I get off from work, you know, do whatever.
Be disconnected.
And be more disconnected and less involved. And that, I think, would be more like a following of like the overblown stereotype of like a dad that just isn't there or whatever. Just like grumpy dad that works and then comes home and doesn't interact. But like, if like in this season of life, like the biggest way that it's different is just like serving you guys. And why would I not do that? Because one, you do it for me. Two, naturally you do more for him anyway, and that will always be the case.
Especially more specifically, like you're saying, in the younger years, like you kind of have the opportunity to be like, just the way that you connect with Wes or with me, like in this season of time, is different than, like you said, when he's a 5-year-old. Because right now, what it looks like, even like you're saying, like it's more like service and still relational with him, especially now because he's interacting more. But like especially in the first like 1 to 2 like month area. So much of, I think what I saw from you too was just like a consistency in doing anything that you could do versus kind of like unplugging and being like, well, she's got it in the middle of the night, like you said, like I have to feed him, and I can feed him, I can get up, change his diaper, put him down, and sometimes I do if he doesn't wake up or vice versa. But like Marcus has been so willing from the beginning, whenever he is home, to do things that I can still very much do, but that actually it's really helpful for him to like give me a break from.
And it's selfish to not.
Yeah, because there's no reason.
Why would I not? If I don't, then Taylor is, and she's the one being selfless. You know what I'm saying? Like, either way, one of us is preferring the other and caring for him. Yeah. So why would I not try and, as much as I can, equal that out with you? Because you're doing it automatically, because you have to, because you maternally want to and do.
Yeah, and right now, obviously, like you work, and I'm home, so yeah, the way that like our just natural like daily life plays out. Sorry, I'm really tired. That really shows you how last night was, but yeah. So yeah, well that's good. Okay, well this is a little bit lighter, but what is like your favorite part about being a dad so far with Wes, or like? Yeah, like what's your favorite part?
Because like, here's the thing, like, what?
I just like I stressed you out with my question so much. Like,
yes, because like, okay, it has been different every single week. Yeah, like legitimately. Like today, I think my favorite thing today was when I was like making him laugh on the bed, like he was kind of giggling at me. But yesterday, like, I think it was different. What did we do yesterday? Yesterday it was totally different. Yeah. From today. And days before it was different. And like 2 weeks ago when he wasn't like rolling over, it was totally different. But you know, yesterday, I patted him on his butt until he fell asleep. That was the best part of the day with him. That was my favorite thing. But like it changes like the whole time. I think I can say solidly that my favorite thing is when he like will make eye contact with you and interact with you. And that is huge right now. At the very beginning, snuggling with him was like just awesome. Everybody loves snuggly babies and puppies. Like, it just makes you feel so like sweet and like connected. But like connected. Yeah, but like I think to them or yourself. To them. What? No, but like I think it changes all the time. But right now, it's trying to get him to laugh. Yeah, he's a tough crowd. He is. Too, with his laugh. He has laughed one time, and it was at Taylor. It was, but then like what made him laugh that day doesn't make him laugh anymore. I try every day. The fart sounds. Yep, I try every day. Okay, guys, we have one more question, but before our last question, this is our first sponsored video, and we're really excited about it. And this video is sponsored by True Classic, a premium men's apparel line, and we're really excited to share a few of their products with you guys today. Okay, so this is what I've been wearing the whole video. I've got just the black athletic shorts on and the regular classic shirt. These are very stretchy for like working out and I really very like that comfortable. Shirt. Yeah, very comfortable, just like to lounge around it. Everyday tee. Okay, we got a little bit nicer chino shorts rather than the athletic ones, and the black classic shirt. This is actually my favorite. I have 3 of these. I wore one of them yesterday to work out in. It was actually breathable enough for that, but then it's nice and like snug in the shoulders and chest, and I actually like the shape of it a lot. Okay. Woo! This is a little I like that one. A little bit more dressed up with the collar. Once again, it's a similar fit where like it fits nicely in like the shoulders and chest. I like this like basic collared shirt because you can dress up a little bit nicer and not have to be like, not have to try and match stuff super intensely. It's pretty basic and very helpful. Okay guys, so Father's Day is coming up, and as you know, it's really hard for things like Father's Day and Mother's Day to find really good, high quality gifts that they're gonna use again and again. But with True Classic, they offer a lot of
really wonderful options. Everything is so high quality and they provide a lot of basics that are also perfect to fit your budget. True Classic is known for their really casual and fitted, really just basic style tees, but now they've upgraded to having pretty much everything you could possibly need for your closet. They have hoodies, zip ups, they also have packs that you can get that have multiple colors of the same tee. They also have button ups, and not only that, they have jeans, chinos, they have also everyday things like socks, underwear, really anything that you can possibly think of. For a limited time, you can get a discount on their Father's Day sale. It's gonna be 25% off. You can use our code MAG25 and get free shipping off of your True Classic order. This is actually kind of serious. Sorry, this like
go for it.
Like shifts back into being serious. Okay,
Yeah.
What is the most important thing to you that you want to impart to Weston? Like whether that's knowledge or aside from the gospel, because I think that's like the obvious.
Aside from the gospel.
Yes, because I knew that was going to be your answer. So aside from that, because that's a given, but or like an example or something that you just want him to take away from you as his dad.
I really, aside from the gospel, I really want to just be an example of being kind to people and not being a stereotypically harsh male. I still want him to like be a man and like to be like strong and like
Be a leader.
be a leader and be able to do things. I don't want him to just like be a pushover, I guess. But it is really important to me to not have a harsh or abrasive or mean demeanor and way of interacting with people. And I really hope that I can be a good example of that to him, because I don't want him to be mean. I don't want him to be like a bully. Sounds strong, like strong wording, but in the end, like a lot of guys are bullies because they put other people down or they think too highly of themselves and try and bolster their own pride and ego. And I really don't want him to be that way. I don't want to be that way. And so I hope that I can be a good example of that to Weston.
You will be.
And I really also want him to love you and to
Sorry, I can't do that.
and to love you for a long time, like not just while he's in the house. Like I want to talk to him about the wonderful things about you, so that he eventually is just naturally aware of all the wonderful things about you, so that your relationship carries through him being an adult, because I hope he respects you and loves you and wants to cherish you and care for you forever, and in a very different way in different seasons of life. Because as a little kid, I wanted to say I love you, Mom, and like be all like cute, and then like as a teenager I want him to like respect you, and then like as a grown man I hope that he will honor you with patience and love even when he has his own family, in a way that is honoring to his family and to you. That's the kind of son that I want to be. That's the kind of example that I want to be to him.
Wow, nothing like asking questions like that to cry on the
Yeah.
afternoon.
Nice. Alright guys.
Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys next time. We hope this video was encouraging to you. And yeah, as always, give it a thumbs up, give it a comment.
You don't have to say all of that. And as always, give it a thumbs up, give it a comment, go ahead and like it.
Ew, you can't do that with a ball. You look stupid.